The wordplay.
The wordplay was so.
I'm big fan of that
It's
shit.
it's unmatched, nigga. You got a nigga like Foghorn on fucking Black Dynamite and shit like that. He rhyming every word with every. You know
That shit was slicker than
that shit slick as fuck.
You was about to say slicker than grits?
Grease.
Oh, I was like, what?
This grits is not slick, nigga.
You still need to send me a recipe, nigga.
I got you, bro. Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, no, you had
Really,
to,
it's just an egg and half, nigga.
man.
That's all it is, an egg and half.
That shit was fire. Buy how much? Like half cup, some shit like that.
Yeah. But if you're doing them Blaxploitations, you got to be like a Jackie Brown. You got to hit me with one of those. Mm-hmm. You got to hit me with one of the.
A lot of people go like Goldie. Those are the back.
Carmen, that's a call.
I like how my niggas know this shit too. Like that's good. That's good.
That's Foxy.
Yeah, Foxy Brown.
That's see, cause that could be some like on some sexy shit too with Foxy Brown. That's what I'm like stuff like that. And
Pam Grier, like that's why I said fucking Jackie Brown. Fucking, if you do like some Pam Grier, you get an afro, got the titties just sitting. Boy, Pam Grier was a sex symbol.
No,
or still is. What the fuck you talking about? Like, and she was one of the ones. Like,
hey,
she had them titties out on Playboy, and niggas was like, God. All them white boys was like, I want me one of them.
Own it.
they said shit.
Well, I guess I do like the swirl.
Bro, so Blaxploitations is next, but this one right here, the video that Lucy was in, with the cheerleading shit, or not even cheerleading, it was y'all was in schoolgirl office, right?
It was more of so. It was supposed to be our first in class because the whole class routine, everything.
Okay.
I had the whole thing. But then what we did, we was like, okay, let's switch it to the So we basically outside, like on the schoolyard, at the table, doing standards, doing stuff like that. The teacher come, like playing with it, like playful.
Yeah.
So basically, like that. That's really what that scene basically was. And towards the night, we went into like it's just like night and day. The Warriors, they was like fighting rough night. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like trying to flip the vibe a little bit.
Definitely.
That's mainly what it was. Yeah. But I know it was gonna make it go viral as the Warriors.
Yeah.
The whole scene.
Are you getting that ready, or is that like, are you about to shoot that, or was it already shot that night too?
No, it was shot that night too.
Oh, okay. So you did end up getting the Warrior scene and everything like that.
Yeah, I ended up getting it. It was just different. Like I had to use different backgrounds.
Right.
And yeah, still got it. It was cool. I mean, we was losing light, so it was kind of like, okay, let's try to get it done. Just get a couple of B-rolls, and then let's try to shoot it because.
Are you using the same director and stuff like that that you were using when you did the video that you did with D-Spank? The car wash jump?
No. So literally all of my videos, I like networking. So most of my videos is like with different people. But I'm like trying to find my one person. Like if I find that one person that I just like how they edit, they shoot, they already know what I want, they get my angles, all that, then it's like, okay, there's no need for me to just try a whole bunch of different people. You know what I'm saying? I can still use other people maybe if I have a show and I want to do behind the scenes.
Right.
Or stuff like that. But then if I get my one person, I'm like, okay, part of the team, let's build it up,
I feel that.
But, yeah, it's all different people. It's like that.
See, that's what we're trying to do over here. We're trying to get the team going, that team bonding, building, and all that other shit. Because it's like everybody can build in different avenues. Like we about to build a fucking a booth in the next room over there because I got some people that's about to come in and actually like help with the artists and their development and stuff like that. So I feel like that is the better approach. You know what I mean? Like we're about to have a segment going where it's like y'all in the studio, y'all get the beat made, y'all get it mastered and mixed right there on the spot, and you are able to get in there and get your vocals in. You know what I mean?
But that's exactly what I was so wait. I said you got this mic here, you recording? Like what's up?
Well, he don't know how to record,
No,
so that's
I know.
well, not that he don't know how to record. There he is, right there. Boom, he can speak for himself.
Oh, yeah,
It's not that he don't know how to record. It's just he's not a.
I know that. Remember when we did the B-Man? I said, "Well, I think I got this mic you recording." He was like, "No, not yet. I'm
Yeah, nah. But we got a guy that's coming in and he's gonna, you know what I mean, help us out with that. So that's the next project. And I would like people like yourself to jump in on that because I saw you were on Overlooked Heroes already.
Overlooked? No, I did.
You didn't do Overlooked Heroes?
No, not yet. I'm doing that one for my next one.
Okay.
I try to strategize.
Got you.
I did do one though. It was with the homie Camboy.
Okay.
Shot by Camboy.
I think that's what I seen.
And he did his. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but he lit. He's for sure lit. But I did his, and did
Well, I think them niggas should be looking at you next. Overlook Heroes is some motherfuckers in Vegas that's definitely doing some shit. They tapped in, and they picking up some of the artists that should be, on these pedestals and shit like that. So I shout them out for real because them niggas they doing the work, and that's somebody that you should probably be tapped in with next. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if your music is something that you got an album coming.
I'm actually.
Who, me? Yeah, you.
Okay.
I am. I'm working on it. I don't know yet if I just want to do an album or an EP. Right now, I've been doing singles, but I literally. The only reason why I'm thinking not an EP, but I wanted to do like half rap and half on an R&B tip. That's what I was working with. Quick with R&B beats.
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna record them. Put it on there. It's gonna be a whole different sound. So I kind of want like an A side, B side.
I feel that
Type shit. How they used to do back in the day,
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I'm trying to get the nostalgic. I'm trying to bring that
I'm not mad at the idea.
back a little bit. So yeah. So I don't know if it's gonna be an album or EP.
Is there something wrong with us with trying to always like bring the 90s and shit back?
I don't think so.
Cause it's like it feels like our time frame, our age, like the 90s, 80s type shit, like that was like where niggas want to go back to, like just aesthetically. Like if you think about the dress, the way that niggas is, certain mannerisms and stuff like that, it's basically the same.
A lot of the trends are revolving though. They go and they come.
Right, but what I'm saying is the 90s the one that niggas is like, all right, this is the. All right, we good here. Because niggas ain't going back to the 50s and the 70s and shit like that to be like...
The 90s was some good times. It was definitely some good times. I think for this this time period, like people, because it's a couple of generations. So let's say like 20s, 30s, 40s. I think that group kind of feels it. But if you ask somebody in those other groups, they may tell you a little bit further back.
I mean, even if you look at all the
90s.
movies and shit like that, or the TV shows that are coming out, everything is a remake from the 90s.
When I seen that was coming out with that 70s
But
show.
That 70s show, that 90s show, come on, what the fuck is that?
Oh, wait, so they calling it that 90s
That
show?
90s show. It's on.
I thought it was that 70s show still. I thought that was gonna bring.
But see,
down
that's
Nope,
what
it's
I'm-
called That 90s Show.
But see, that's what I'm saying. If you ask people that, like,
And I ain't watching
a
that.
throwback to me ain't gonna be the same thing to somebody that's 20 years old. So they gonna be like, oh shit, that's old. I'm like, nigga, like, what even was that? Like, it'll just progress with time as new people come along and shit.
But if you think about it, then I guess it's like just how I was watching that 70s show and I thought it was hilarious, even though I never lived in the 70s.
70s, right.
You know what I'm saying? I guess it would be that same thing. People that are thousands, baby.
Boy,
Whatever the case it is, gonna be watching the 90s. Probably
but that
But they
they
don't know
gonna
what- they
no,
don't know
that
what
shit
angry
is
beavers
not
are.
that is not 90s. Fuck that shit. Whatever
Did
the
it come
fuck.
out already?
Yeah, it came out. But what I'm saying is you're giving us, because that 70s show was made in like the early 2000s in the late 90s, right? So when television was starting to ramp up with the sitcoms and shit like that and everything was going crazy, you had a show that was set in the 70s with niggas from the 70s who was watching that shit. Now you have a show in the 90s where you are having fucking these children play 90s characters, but it ain't the fucking same. It ain't the same. It ain't the same feeling. It ain't the same nostalgic, none of that shit.
But I
because
mean, that's
I
what
feel like
times
they're
are calling
trying
for.
too hard.
People
In
don't
this
want
day
that
and
shit no
age,
more.
they be trying too fucking hard. Because back in the day, it wasn't none of this other shit. If you wanted it to be 90s, you would be able to be like fag, retard, fucking all this other shit. I know that's a stretch, right? That's going to the furthest
That's
lane.
hard.
That's the furthest lane, right? But what I'm saying is,
It's pretty far over there.
listen to what I'm saying.
Pretty far.
Just listen to what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. back in the 90s, we were not as liberal. We weren't woke like that.
The FCC didn't give a damn about offending nobody. If you,
That's the only part that I'm saying. I'm not trying to put that, you know what I mean? Everything is offensive. So it's like, if
And
you are going to
inclusive.
try to put this in that 90s show and then all these kids are going to be what they are portrayed as of today, that's not 90s.
correct.
You get
I
what
agree.
I'm saying?
Yes, I do get
I
that.
get you. Trust me, I get
That's
what you're saying.
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they need to put all of that shit in
I
there.
went to the 6th episode. I'm not even gonna watch it until the 6th episode. I just want to see them. You know, the first 2 episodes to me, they start to find themselves. Shows,
Right.
They start to find themselves. The actors and actresses start to really get the feel of their role and everything like that. Then they start ad-libbing. They start putting their own into it. You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
I'll wait and let some, and then I might watch one and see like, nope, that's not right. That's not accurate. We didn't used to say that. Like, I
That's-
Or
remember
they'll
we
over
used to-
exaggerate some shit.
Yeah, like I don't know. Back when nobody said no more, did y'all used to say like bald you,
No. Where you from?
Callie?
Bald you.
Like bald you, like when you talk to somebody about somebody and like you get them, like they got you. You be like bald you, like I just got you, like
I never heard that.
No.
really.
We just said bagging and
I mean,
even when I went to
bagging over
when I went to
somebody.
North Carolina and I said bagging, they was like groceries. I'm like,
And in
Wait.
bagging, that was like different terms, like you bagging, or it was like I bagged her, or it's like it was so many different ways you can like.
yeah, but
Yeah.
bagging you knew was, oh, I'm
y'all
talking
like-
about you.
Well, see, we was like roasting.
Yeah.
He said roasting, like they roasting. We didn't really say bagging.
See, in
we said, like,
Vegas-
roasting.
You know what soup is?
Oh yeah, you souped.
Yeah.
No, some food.
Yo,
That's
and
crazy. I
niggas in
was so-
Vegas know what soup is, right? You soup,
I was so-
nigga. Like, what are you
Man,
talking
I'm
about? You
so
out
glad
here
we
like
stopped saying that.
Soup.
soup. What?
Dang, you in the mix or something?
Nah, you just you out here. Yeah. You, hey man, that sucks for you. Like, oh man, damn, I can't get to the party. I'm soup.
Okay.
Nope, it
Y'all
doesn't
got
make
it.
sense. But
It doesn't, but it does.
Y'all got it. Oh,
It doesn't, but it does.
I'm so glad we grew out of that. Oh man.
We did. That's one of the ones though. That was one of the ones. Niggas was definitely soup
Oh man.
all the time.
You ain't want to be that.
You ain't want to be that.
You ain't want to be that.
Yeah, I don't know about that term.
What y'all got in LA that's different?
I don't know. Like, I really don't.
Nah, because I feel like all y'all LA terms came out here.
That's what it is. I'm sorry.
Everything came to Vegas.
Yeah.
And Vegas is little LA.
It's turning into it,
It
man,
is-
and I
Nigga,
Nigga,
hate
where
it.
it's been at?
I
All the
hate it.
California niggas come to Vegas.
I hate it,
They all live
man.
in the north.
Huh?
And they all live in the north.
Hey, put some
Bro,
That's a
respect.
fact. That's a
But they
fact.
all over the north.
That's a fact. A lot of them niggas do live in the
Put
north.
some respect on the
I know a
North.
lot of
No,
niggas from.
ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, anytime
Hey, it's cheap in the north.
come out here and lived out here, or whatever the case it is.
Although I'm
They be like,
not
I'm in the
moving
North.
back.
It's cheap in the north. Fuck you talking about?
I ain't
No,
moving
I
back,
know
but
it is. And no.
Because I know when my homies moved out here, they was from Inglewood.
Yeah.
I've been to their house.
This
That
is
shit
the
was.
thing. When you come from a certain
small.
area or a certain place, and you come out here, and then you see that it's way nicer, even though, like, you get what I'm saying, it's an upgrade to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's not a problem. Like,
Nah,
nothing wrong
like
with
when
it.
I went to Texas and I see niggas was paying $600 for a 4-bedroom fucking mansion.
man, feelings was hurt.
I mean, it's not $600. That's over exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. Like for,
Man, I remember
for out
when rent
here,
was
it's
cheap.
crazy.
Back here, when like rent was cheap, rent was cheap.
I was paying
Like back.
$800.
Oh my goodness.
I was
Man,
paying-
Everybody was paying $800. I think that was.
Yo, we had the
And that's
cold
and that's how it
loft
is. I
though.
was right off Maryland over, like, not by the Boulevard Mall, but going more towards, like, where the freeway is, like, keep going down past UNLV. I was off Maryland, and it was 800, and it was cool. I go over there now, I'm like, whoo, I'm glad I got up.
2000.
Hey, look, I had this loft behind the hospital up in Centennial Hills. Me and my boy, hey, 1,400 square feet, and we split in 1,200 rent. Elevators, all the parking towers and everything. Oh,
Now how much?
Hard.
These smokers.
too much. Oh my God.
I
I don't even want to know what that unit costs right now.
Bruh. I can't.
No, for the homies.
See,
they used to,
that's why I'm glad I'm in what I'm in.
the homies
'cause
used to stay in Echelon.
my dad owns my house, so
Oh.
I don't even know.
Other cities besides
Nigga, it's
What?
Vegas.
No,
It's Las
Echelon is these
Vegas.
Echelon are
It's
these
Green
high-rises.
Valley.
Henderson.
It's Henderson, Summerlin,
I know.
Sunrise,
Okay, I know that one too.
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
You got Rose
Paradise.
Southern
Blue
Highlands.
Diamond.
But
and-
Blue Diamond is a city.
Blue Diamond is its own
It's not
separate.
just a street.
No, what?
It's
Blue
a whole
Diamond is
area.
its
I'm
own
like,
little
I
sector.
don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot
Blue
of it's a
Diamond
lot of little
it's
sub
right
areas.
when you come from Cali. That's Blue Diamond area because the M is over there and shit like that. That's where Blue Diamond is.
It's a lot of little sub areas.
Never knew. But then it makes sense too because
Vegas is a
like,
very
it'll say
big. It's a
Paradise.
very small,
Like, on
big
my
city.
address before
Yeah.
it'll say Paradise and then it'll say Henderson. And I'm just like, okay, like I never knew Paradise was like a city. I thought they just made an error.
No, they got a no. Paradise.
It's like its own
Paradise
little
has its own little section. If you look
Has
at it
its own
on
area.
Google Maps and shit like that, you got Paradise, Henderson,
Enterprise.
fucking Summerlin. You got Summerlin East, fucking yes, like Summerlin and Summerlin East are separate.
Summerlin South and Summerlin North.
See, and then there's
They're
there's some of those are separate. Like even they have different police for them.
Where's the place that's like past Summerlin?
Summerlin is
Where I
over this
live.
way.
That's where I live.
Summerlin is up this
Hella
way.
far. Hey, I'm out there. Providence, Sky Canyon, Centennial Hills. I'm out there though.